Okay, this is Ashalata again, and today we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to call this the listening quiz. So in a moment, I'm going to give you 7 questions only. What you need is a pen and paper. And as I give you these questions, please write down your answers. Now, as it is a listening quiz, I'm only going to ask each question once. So if you don't hear, you have to write your answers down, okay? If there's a few of you doing this together, then please make sure you're sat away from each other and that you cover your answers up so the person next door can't see. Okay, you ready for the listening quiz? Like I said, there's 7 questions, a little bit of fun. Let's see how well you do. Question number 1 is a mathematics question. Divide 40 by a half, add 15. Question 2. If it takes 3 men 3 days to dig 3 holes, how long does it take 1 man to dig half a hole? So write your answer down. Question 3. Question 3 is an English question. Which is the correct English? Is it 9 and 5 is 13 or 9 and 5 are 13? So which is the correct English? Is it is or is it are? Question 4. In Scotland, is a man allowed to marry his widow's sister? The laws are different in Scotland, so is a man allowed to marry his widow's sister? Yes or no? Question 5. An aeroplane crashes and it kills every single person on board. However, 2 people managed to survive. How did they manage to survive? Question 6. A ship gets repainted and it gets 26 coats of paint. There's the primer, there's the undercoat and the top coat. Which coat goes on the first? And the final question is this. It's a biblical question. Question number 7. How many species of animals did Moses take into the ark? Okay? You got all your answers? Good. Let me give you the answers I've got down here. So question 1. Divide 40 by a half, add 15. Put your hands up if you've got 35. Okay? That's what most people have. Actually, the correct answer is 95. You see, 40 divided by half is 80. Plus 15 is 95. There's 80 halves in 40. So the correct answer is 95. How did you do? Question 2. Remember the question? If it takes 3 men 3 days to dig 3 holes, how long does it take 1 man to dig half a hole? How many people here have got half a day? Or 1 day? Maybe you've got 1.5 days, 2 days, maybe you've got 3 days. But the actual correct answer is, it's impossible to dig half a hole. You see, as soon as you put the spade in the ground, you've got a hole. Question 3, English question. Do you remember the question again? Which is the correct English? Is it 9 and 5 is 13 or 9 and 5 are 13? So who's got is? Who's got are? Or who's got, the answer is 14. You see, 9 and 5 is 14. Question 4. Do you remember this question now? In Scotland, is a man allowed to marry his widow's sister? Who's got yes? Who's got no? Or who's got he's dead? You see, the question is a man allowed to marry his widow's sister? In which case he's dead. In which case it's impossible to marry him. Question 5, the aeroplane question. An aeroplane crashes and it kills every single person on board. However, 2 people managed to survive. How did they manage to survive? They were married. You see, it kills every single person on board except for 2 people. They managed to survive because they were married. Question 6. A ship gets repainted and it gets 26 coats of paint. Primer, undercoat, top coat. Which coat goes on the first? Well, the first coat's already on, so the answer, of course, is undercoat. But how many people here got primer? Which coat goes on first? I actually said which coat goes on the first. So the answer, of course, is undercoat. And the final question is, how many species of animals did Moses take into the ark? And of course, it wasn't Moses, it was Noah's ark. So tot up your answers, and how many did you get out of 7? Good. Are you pleased with your answer? Just a bit of fun, but really to make the importance of how important listening is. The most important skill of them all is that when you're asking questions, you are truly understanding what your patient's wants and needs are. Remember, please don't listen to respond. When you listen to respond, you are thinking what you're going to say back. Become genuinely interested in your clients. They're more likely to be interested in what you've got to offer. I hope you've enjoyed the quiz. She, of course, was married to Dale Carnegie, who died many years ago. I remember Dorothy coming up to us and becoming genuinely interested in me. She'd never met her before, and I was nervously speaking to her, and she found out all about me, where I operated,